Yeah. Okay, to start off this video, I want to say that The Undertaker is one of the most iconic, recognizable wrestler that ever stepped foot in the ring. He's a legend. The Undertaker is a legend. There's no question about that. I would take nothing from Mark Calloway. He played a great character. And to this very day, WWE is still having him in the ring. Even as of this video, he made an appearance this past Tuesday. It is now Saturday night as I'm recording this. This past Tuesday, Undertaker, once again, was in the ring. He choke slammed that retard Sami Zayn. I just saw a snapshot picture of it. I ain't want to fucking watch it. But yeah, the thing is, Undertaker is still active. I feel he should retire, just like Kane did, or Glenn Jacobs. I feel Undertaker should retire, you know. I think it's over for him. But there's no denying his presence is still spot on. It's still awe-inspiring. When his entrance is still one of the best, among the best entrances that's around today. You know, the Undertaker, he's got it all. He deserves every accolade he's earned. However, I'm going to tell you why I like Kane better than the Undertaker. I preferred him over the Undertaker. Always. That mask. I mean, he sports my favorite color, red. I love the color red. It's part of the reason why I like him better. But it's more than that. I like that he has that mask on. He has that mystique about him. His storyline was more interesting than the Undertaker's ever could be. Or any wrestler, basically. He had one of the best storylines ever. And Kane, I mean, his story goes like this. He was burned as he was in a house fire as a child. He was thought he was dead, but he never died. He actually recovered, and he wants revenge against his brother, the Undertaker, because Undertaker set the fire. And it was later revealed that Paul Bearer, who was the Undertaker's manager for a set amount of years, was actually Kane's biological father, which made the story a more notch of a intrigue, made it more interesting. So yeah, I favored Kane over the Undertaker. I thought that he was better than the Undertaker. I like the fact that he didn't speak. I like the look of his eyes, because I didn't know until I was years later that one of his eyes was supposed to be a glass eye. I didn't know that until years later, after many years later, and I was like, really? That made him more interesting. So he had a fake eye. And speaking of his eyes, when you look at when they show close-ups of him with his mask on, and you can see his eyes. It's like dark and it's like white and shit. It looks fucking creepy as hell. And that's another thing I like. He was a creepy looking guy, man. That mask made him fucking kind of scary. And it was said that he had the mask on because his face was burnt up. I was like, wow, you know. So it wasn't like a fashion statement. He didn't just put on just be cool and shit. He put it on, but it was later revealed after he unmasked himself that those were emotional scars. Those wasn't burnt scars at all, you know. They had to have some type of reasons why his face wasn't burnt when he took the mask off. And I'm glad social media wasn't fucking around back then when Kane came out. I think it was 1996 or 95. It was one of them years. I think it was 97. Man, what became? I should have looked it up before I did this video. But it was in the mid-90s that he came. Somewhere around the mid-90s when the Kane first came out. And lost my fucking thought. Shit. Okay, well, I'm trying to remember. Okay, I was talking about the glass, his eyes, and his mask is not a fashion statement. It was revealed not to be burning stars. I forgot what I was about to say. Shit, I'm sorry. Yeah, he debuted in the mid '90s. Attacked his brother, of course, and that was that. They had a good rivalry. You know, this one of it was, and in fact, the Undertaker versus Kane is one of the best rivalries that I've ever seen. It besides Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. And Kane, I just liked him. It was just something about him. He was more of a draw than the Undertaker was. You know, I mean, and when he removed his mask, he became fucking garbage. I mean, we all wanted to know what the fuck he looked like up under. That was part of the mystique and the interest of him, that you want to know what the fuck he looked like and shit, you know. But Glenn Jacobs is an ugly motherfucker, so he's better off with the mask on. In fact, with the mask on, he looks more handsome than when without the mask. Ain't that some shit? So I was happy when he put the mask back on. You know, but it wasn't the same. I agree. You know, everybody prefer the old Kane, of course, man. Shit. Of course we prefer the old Kane. You know, that's pretty much it about Kane. That's what I liked about. I remember I heard I was in school, and it was during lunch. I was sitting at a table, and some guys at another table started mentioning Kane's name. They started mentioning his name, and I was like, "Who's this Kane guy?" And shit, gets the Undertaker. Who is this guy? You know. Come to find out, he's the Undertaker's brother. You know. I'm gonna throw in some trivia too. My dad told me that Kane was the original Undertaker. I mean, I don't know if he meant story wise or real life, but regardless of what he meant, both stories are false. Kane has always been portrayed by Glenn Jacobs. Glenn Jacobs was the Isaac Yankem guy. He was a fake Diesel too, and he was always Kane since day one. So it's not true that he's the original Undertaker or the guy who was original Undertaker. You know, I actually believed it too for a minute. So you know, I didn't have access to Google and shit. As I was saying earlier, I'm glad that Wikipedia. I'm glad there wasn't no fucking revelations on the internet back then, because if we found out that Kane was portrayed as Glenn Jacobs, he used to be Isaac Yankem, he used to be the fake Diesel. I felt that would have diminished the mystique of Kane. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you watched wrestling enough back then, you would have known that he was possibly another wrestler at one time, but you didn't know who. You know. Shit, because if Kane came out today, it would have been revealed who he used to be. What he did and shit and all that. It's like it would have just ruined it. Because everything is fucking revealed on social media now and shit. About, ooh, this wrestler used to be this. You come with a mask on, it's going to reveal who you were before you put the mask on. So, and you got pictures of yourself without the mask on and shit. You have all that shit. So, it's like it would have ruined him. You know, then you got to see his face, what he looked like. It's like that was the draw right there, you know. Because I always picture he looked just like the Undertaker, except he had brown hair and he was a little bit taller. Because they were brothers, you know, they got to look alike, you know what I'm saying? That's how I pictured him. He's like the Undertaker, except he was Kane. Instead, he breathed fire, so to speak, you know. And he was a dead man, so to speak, you know, but. Because he was pretty similar to the Undertaker. And in a lot of ways, he had the choke slam like the Undertaker. He had the tombstone like the Undertaker. So yeah, another piece of trivia regarding the Undertaker is that There was a wrestler that was known as the Undertaker. He was like the Undertaker's double. I don't think he was in there that long. But he was actually, I mean, the double, the Undertaker, was actually portrayed by Mark Calloway, who plays the Undertaker to this day. That was actually his cousin that played the Undertaker. So you can Google that, the Undertaker. You probably have find him, and that's actually his cousin in real life. It's no, you know, his double, you know. And another thing about Kane is that there was, because when Kane was unmasked, he was wrestling without no mask and shit. They had a segment where they had the original Kane, quote unquote, come out, and it was revealed that that fake Kane, who was supposed to be the original one, he was betrayed by the wrestler who later became known as Festus. I like Festus, man. He was fucking cool. Boom! Yeah! That guy was the shit. Was he Luke Gallows now? Probably changed his name again. He's still wrestling now. He's active in WWE now. He ain't shit now. He's fucking irrelevant. He's part of the fucking Bullet Club. Or they call themselves the OC. The original club with some fucking dumbass name. Don't give a shit about him. He's part of that group, you know. He ain't all that fucking interest me like he once did as Festus. That's when he shined. And then after Festus, he became Luke Gallows. I don't think he goes by Luke Gallows in him. I think it's something else. Drew Galloway? I don't remember. I don't know. But he's still active today in WWE. But yeah, he was the fake Kane. So I thought I'd share that. You know, so that's the reasons why I like Kane better than The Undertaker. I just felt he was better to me. Because everybody said, oh, The Undertaker, oh, he's a legend, oh, it's true. But I like the Kane better. I mean, shoot me, you know. That was my opinion. I thought Kane was better than The Undertaker. I still think he is. So I used to mimic Kane, man, when I was in high school. And I used to love when he come in that ring and his hair be in his face and shit, and he'd go, get that hair back and shit, and then he go, boom! All the flames come on the ring post and shit. That was awesome. Fucking shit was awesome. His music was badass. I'm talking about the original. I ain't talking about the remake. The rearrangement, Kane. I'm talking about his first theme song as Kane. That was the shit. He had the guitar riff. I know I'm being silly. That guitar riff is fucking awesome. That's some cold ass music there, man. And he'll come out like this. Then he'll step over the ring and shit with his leg. One leg and one leg over. Then he'll walk in the middle, hair be in his face and shit. That's just fucking awesome. Then he'll flip it over. Boom! That was the shit! Kane is better than The Undertaker, man. Oh, Undertaker he's cool, but Kane is in another class, man. Oh yeah, Kane, baby. So that's it for me. This is Y Chromosome. Just thought I'd share that video with you. It's fucking late and shit. This is Y Chromosome. Signing out. Peace and love.